Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by our dear brother. Strange things do happen in this world. The message, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? I am a 48-year-old and I came here to South Africa. This was like a very long time ago. So when I came here to South Africa, I then got married to a South African woman. So this South African woman, she was working at the same company where I was working. So I am an auto mechanic, and when I was working for this other white man, I fell in love with the South African woman who was working at the reception, but she lied to me. She knew that I had great potential. All that she wanted was for me to build her house, since at that time she was busy renovating. So she told me that she did not want to stay married to her husband anymore, and I was more than happy to be her husband. So me and her, we then went and we got married in court. And after we had gotten married, little did I know that since she was the one whom I was placing in front in each and everything that I was doing, I trusted her a lot. Especially after the time when she told me that she had fallen pregnant. I said, this woman, she had made so many sacrifices for me. Right now, she is pregnant for me. Let me try to build up a great empire for her, just in case if I am going to die. So at that time, me and her, we then started our small company. We started this company in the location where we were staying until we had made so much money that we went to the industrial areas where we had our garage. What pains me the most is that even up until this day, my ex-wife, she is still running this place, and it really hurts me the most because she is now back with her ex-husband, the one whom she claimed that was just a useless man. All that he would do was to go and drink alcohol, and after that he will come back and fight with her. But I tried to give her a better life, but she dumped me. The way that she dumped me, my brother, was that she had this other cousin sister of hers who was very beautiful, really beautiful, with the curves in the right places. So since my wife, she was that type of a woman who would always go out on the weekends and drink some alcohol, and I am a Christian man, and this pained me a lot. So her cousin sister came one night and she told me that my wife, she was actually with this other guy and they were busy drinking their alcohol. And when I tried to go and fight with that man, she stopped me and she said, where do you want to go to? I want to be with you. So I ended up making love to her. We made love throughout the night because of the pain that I was feeling. I was really tired. And the next morning when I woke up, that was when my wife caught me in bed with her cousin sister. She blamed me, my brother, and she said that she is going to take away everything from me since I had cheated on her. But she was the one who started. She was the one who placed me in that tricky situation of always being heartbroken by her drinking spree. And she then took everything from me. By the time that we went to court, I found out that I had nothing. I totally had nothing. I lost the control on our banking accounts since she was the one who was the main director, and she was the one who had opened up these bank accounts. So after I had lost everything, I started working for this other guy. But since I knew what I was doing, within a short period of time, my customers, they were coming back to me, and I started my small garage by the side of the road, and I kept on making a lot of money until I got the money to open up my own garage. So when I opened up my garage, since my relatives knew everything that had happened previously when I was still married to that South African woman, one of my uncles, he then said that he wanted to come to South Africa, but he needed some money. So I gave him the money that he needed. And when he came to South Africa, I found out that it was not only him, but he was with this other old man. He told me and he said that I want you to run a business that is not going to crumble to the ground. And I want to strengthen you such that even if you date a woman, the next time that you are going going to be dating a woman. She's not going to take advantage of you. I want to strengthen your heart. So I then agreed. What we did is that we went to the garage, to my garage, and then they made me to dig a hole. Even right now at the back of my garage, there is this other hole that I dug up, and then I was then given this other monkey skull, and I was told to bury that monkey skull. And I was told to bury that monkey skull, and I was told that with time I was supposed to return back to this place with some blood. I said, whose blood? And I was told that this monkey skull And I was told that this monkey skull was the one that was going to show me the type of blood that it needed. At that time, I then started dating another South African woman who knew my situation. So she also fell pregnant for me by the time that she found out that I was already making a lot of money. When she fell pregnant for me, I was then told that the child that she was carrying, the baby, was only allowed to live for only 3 days and the baby was supposed to die. So I was then told by this monkey skull, because whenever it wants to speak with me, this monkey skull, it transforms itself, then it will become a full monkey. So it came to me when I was busy sleeping with my South African girlfriend, and then it told me that I needed to buy a clay plate, and this clay plate, I was supposed to fill it up with the blood of chickens. I was supposed to go out and buy as many chickens as possible until this clay plate was full of the blood. So that is what I did. I then went and I bought that clay plate from those women that sell this traditional stuff, and then I got that clay plate as well as the chickens. I went to my garage. This was late at night. After I had filled up that clay plate with blood, I then returned back to the place where I was staying with my girlfriend at that time. I entered into our bedroom and I saw that she was fast asleep. I made sure that I did not wake her up, and I placed that clay plate underneath our bed. This I did when she was still pregnant. Then when my wife went into labor and when she returned back home with her newborn baby, then when I looked, I saw that the clay plate, it was empty. Where the blood had gone to, I didn't even know. Then the day that my baby died, and the day that my child passed away, that was when I saw that this clay plate that was underneath my bed, it had disappeared. Then went to the office and I found out that on top of my office desk, there was that same clay plate that was now full of blood. And I was told that all that I was supposed to do was to take that clay plate that was full of my child's blood, and I had to go and pour it on top of that place where I buried that head of a monkey. And after I had done that, I saw that there was a small tree that started to After I had done that, I saw that there was a small tree that started to grow. Even up until this day at my workshop, there is this other small Even up until this day at my workshop, there is this other tree. It is still very small, but I have told my boys that work for me to never chop it down when it comes time for them to clean around the workshop. So each and every time I go there at night, and I make sure that I water this small tree with the blood of the chickens that I buy. There are times whereby I can actually buy as many as 20 chickens at a time. Then late at night, when everyone would have gone back home, when everyone would have knocked off, then I'll start to slaughter those chickens. Yeah, dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by our dear brother. Strange things do happen in this world. Yo.